Hi folks, I'm Baron Frosty. I do videos about random things I'm thinking about or topics that I find interesting. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. Today I wanted to do a video about my index card organization system. A couple of you guys have asked about this. I wanted to show you my index card box, how the system works, and kind of flip through and go through an example day. But before we get started with that, a little bit of background about me. I've always been a to-do list person. Before digital tools existed, I had 3-ring binders. I used to be one of those people in the early 90s that carried around a Franklin planner. I've had all kinds of apps and calendars and different things like that. And most recently, I was using the Todoist app on the iPhone, which worked for maybe 75% of my needs I kept on there. And I also had a variety of other calendars. But then a handful of months ago, I went down a YouTube rabbit hole where I was watching videos about housewives who were using index card boxes to manage their homemaking tasks. So they kept everything in there like meal planning, grocery store, shopping needs, kids' chores, cleaning lists, all kinds of things like that in their index card box. And I probably watched maybe 100 videos, totally fascinated by how they were keeping track of all of these things with a total non-digital paper system. So I loved that idea. I thought it was really suitable to what my needs are. I made some modifications to it, and I've created a system for me that I wanted to show you how it works. So the first thing you need is obviously an index card box. You can get these at Dollar Tree or Walmart, any place like that. They're very cheap, just a plastic run-of-the-mill index card box. Of course, because I'm extra, I got a wooden box which I decorated, and I'll show it to you in a moment. You then need to have some index card dividers. You're going to need 12 for each of the months of the year, January to December. You're going to need 31 cards for each of the days of the month. Then you need 7 divider cards for each of the days of the week. For the days of the week, I actually have 14 cards because a lot of my tasks repeat every 2 weeks, so it's more convenient for me to have 2 sets of Monday through Sunday cards. And I made when you see my dividers, I made all of those myself by hand. And if you're interested in finding a template to make those yourself where you can print them onto cardstock and cut them out at home, you can find a template at my Etsy shop, which is Seventh Sun Gallery. And I'll put a link in the description to this video, but you can also find my Etsy shop by visiting baronfrosty.com. So check out that link also. Once you have all of those dividers into your box and sorted into order, you just need to start documenting all of your tasks, putting them on cards, and plunking them into the box. Need to do something every January 15th? Put it on a card, plunk it into the box. Need to do something every Wednesday? Put it on a card, plunk it into the box. Once you start to fill it up, every time something comes up, you're going to be like, oh, I need an index card for that. And you're going to make a little index card, plunk it into the box, and you're going to be supremely organized. So now I'm going to pause right here and actually get my box out and start filming that. Okay, folks, here's my index card box. You can see I have it all fancy and decorated. And I have all of my dividers inside. And essentially, we're in my office now, but I actually keep this on my kitchen island. And in the morning when I'm drinking my coffee, I just pop it open. I go to the day, and let's pretend it's Tuesday, December 23rd. And I'm hoping you folks can see this. And I just pull out that section. So I pull out Tuesday, December 23rd, and I go through whatever cards are there. So we're going to do that. So the first thing I do is the Tuesday and the 23rd card. The Tuesday, you just go to the end of the day cards. So you see there's the Monday. You just plunk this after the Monday. So jumping 2 weeks ahead, because again, remember I have 14 day cards. The 23rd, you do the same thing. You find the 22nd and you just go and you plunk the 23rd at the end. So it's constantly rotating. The first thing I have in my stack is I have these daily goal tracking bubble cards. And I hope you guys can see them. I'm trying to center them. This is awkward. I have the camera over my shoulder. So I have 3 of these. I have one for take your vitamins every day. I have one for 10K steps per day. And I have one for reading for 30 minutes per day. So I'm not going to bubble these now. So every time I open the box, if I've done the task, I bubble this, and then it just goes into the next day. Because again, tomorrow I'm going to pull them out and see if I did those tasks tomorrow. So every day I track the daily goal ones, and I fill in the bubble if I did that task. The next thing on the list is dishwasher. Every Tuesday I run my dishwasher. So I just turn my dishwasher on, and then I'm done with this card. I find Tuesday, the next Tuesday, and I plunk this card into the next Tuesday. So when I get to next week Tuesday, I'll remember that I need to run the dishwasher again. And so I remember to empty the dishwasher. I actually leave the box of dishwasher fluid on top of the on the counter above the dishwasher. The next thing I do is every Tuesday I wipe down my toilets with a Clorox Clean Wipe. I don't fully clean my bathrooms every Tuesday. I just wipe down the toilets and make sure those are sparkly clean. So I do that, and once I'm done with that in the morning, again, I go to Tuesday, the future Tuesday, and I plunk the card in. The next thing on my list for December 23rd is door trees. So I have these little ornamental trees in the hallway in front of my apartment, and they run on batteries, which only last 2 days. So every 2 days, I need to switch out the rechargeable batteries. So this is just a reminder for myself to pull out the batteries and replace them every morning while I'm drinking my coffee for my little Christmas trees that I have out there. So I do that, and then this will go. So this is Tuesday. So then I know that I have to do it again on Thursday. So once I do that, I would plunk that into Thursday. And that's it. I'm done with that day. I close the box. It goes back to its place on my counter, and I'm done with all my tasks for the day. So everything, again, is in the box. All my cleaning, take my vitamins, things I need to take care of for my mother, things related to my online businesses, if I need to file things on a specific date, different things like that. They're all in the index card box, and I don't worry about remembering to do things because I have an index card in there that I've harvested from my previously, various to-do list, calendars, and different systems I had to keep track of everything. I've now made index cards for everything and put them into the box. So this system works great for me. My house has never been cleaner. I'm reading a lot more. I'm exercising more regularly. And it just feels like I don't have to worry about remembering to do things because everything is in the box, and it's like totally turnkey. I just open the box, take out my stack of cards, do whatever it says, and my life is completely organized. You guys need to give it a try. So that's my index card system. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for joining me today. If you'd like to follow me on all the social medias, go to BaronFrosty.com, click on the Find Me tab, and there are links to all of my social media platforms where I play online there. So if you want to see pictures of my peanut butter toast and my houseplants on the daily, follow me online and you'll see them there. Thank you for joining me, everybody, and have a great day.